Hey Total MTG fans, it's Matt here and it's Deck Tech Tuesday. This week I am showcasing a deck of a friend of mine called Ben Nitsche, who basically gave me a whooping at game day when I was about to get into the top 8. Just give a quick shout out to Andrew Humphrey as well, because Ben said that he helped tweak his deck on the Saturday that made it all that much better, ready for the Sunday's game day. But it is a Whirler combo deck, Whirler Virtuoso. So what I will do first of all, I'll just show you the cards and I'll explain the combo afterwards. I will put a link to the deck below so you can see all the numbers and everything like that. But as we go off with our first creature, it is the all-important creature in the deck. It is Whirler Virtuoso. When it enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy counters. You pay 3 of them and you get a 1/1 artifact creature, Thopter with flying. It costs a 1, a blue and a red. We're on 4, a playset of them. Filigree Familiar comes in, you gain 2 life. When it dies, you draw 2 cards. Just draw 2 cards, that'd be unbelievable. You draw 1 card. It runs 2 of them. Contraband Kingpin can be another part of the combo if you want to do like infinite scries. It's a 1/4 for blue and a black. It has lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, when an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you get a scry 1. Reckless Fireweaver. It's a 1/3 for 1 and a red. When an artifact enters the battlefield under control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So you make those infinite Thopters, those artifact Thopters, you can just keep doing the damage till you kill your opponent. That's one part of the combo. That's another way to win with this deck. Glintnest Crane, a great card from the new set. When it enters the battlefield, you look at the top 4 and you may reveal an artifact card from mana and put that in your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. Does run a couple of these. I can't remember what he said. He runs 2. Sometimes he might want to run a bit more, he said. But he's very happy with the 2 at the moment. So, let's get on to a bit of the removal in the deck and a bit of the other stuff. He runs some Galvanic Bombardments. He's got 3 of them. He's got another one in the sideboard. Harness Lightnings. If we're making lots of energy counters, Harness Lightning is what you want in the deck. For 2, you choose target creature. You get an extra 3, and then you pay any amount of it to deal damage to target creature. Add in the black in for some great cards like this. Unlicensed Disintegration. Very good chance we've got an artifact on the battlefield. So we're going to do the 3 damage to target creature, target player as well. And some card drawing, Painful Drews. Tapping for hopefully 3 different colours of mana. Drawing 3 cards. And it does take 3 life off you. So, all important cards of the deck. Saheeli Ray, great Planeswalker in this deck. Part of the combo it can be as well. The +1 is scry 1, do 1 damage to each opponent. The -2, which can be very handy as well. Creating a token of an artifact or creature you control. The -7, search your library for up to 3 artifacts with different names. And originally when he first saw him play this, obviously I didn't know what deck he was playing. I thought he was going to get all these different Gear Hulks or something like that and just batter me with them. But it was a totally different deck. Had no clue what I was playing, and it was really good. So, Panharmonicon runs 3 of these. Part of the combo as well. If an artifact or creature enters the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control, you get to trigger that ability again. Decoction Module. When a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you get an energy counter. This helps us protect our creatures well. If it's in the late game, you got the 4 extra mana. They're trying to kill you, maybe your Virtuoso, your Reckless Fireweaver, something like that. You can bounce it back to your hand by 4 and tap him. For a bit of card draw as well and a bit of mana help. Prophetic Prism comes down for 2, you draw a card. You can add that extra 1 mana, of any colour by tapping an extra 1 land. And, if there's a nice little Panharmonicon on, you're drawing 2 cards for 2. Nothing bad about that. So we go to the land base. I'll quickly run through the lands. Like I said, you will see the link below with the actual deck list. You can see numbers. Wandering Femoral runs a couple of them, I think it is. Spiral, Bluff Canal, 3 of them. A 1 of Inventor's Fair that helps us search for an artifact if we need to with 3 or more on the field. Basics, Swamps, Islands, Mountains, Sunken Hollows, Smouldering Marshes, Evolving Wilds, and an Ether Hub that generates an energy counter and can obviously, with energy counters that we might have in abundance, we can tap this for any colour by paying 1 of them. So that is pretty cool. So let's get to the combo, guys. The combo is basically you need a Whirler Virtuoso and a Decoction Module, and then any 2, from these. Panharmonicon, Saheeli Ray. Saheeli Ray, the -2 on it is to create another artifact or creature. So we want to create, you know, maybe another Decoction Module or a Panharmonicon. So you're triggering and triggering. This is what you want to do. So every time, you know, you use it 3 energy counters, you get an energy counter when another creature comes in with a Decoction Module. It will trigger again with Panharmonicon, and then if you've got a copy of another one of them, you know, either one of these, it's going to trigger again with one of these two in the combo. And basically, you're constantly making those all-important 3 energy counters to keep making the Thopters. It's never ending. It's just an endless combo. Now, like I said before, you can use the combo in conjunction with Kingpin. Every time an artifact comes in, you know, if you've got one of these on the battlefield as well, you're going to keep scrying till you find what you need to win the game, in case it's on the, you know, the end of a kill spell. And Reckless Fireweaver, obviously with the combo, is just an instant win. You know, you keep creating those artifact Thopters. Every time one enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So it's just going to keep, you know, infinite energy you want to make, infinite Thopters, and then it's infinite damage or infinite scry. As long as you've got a combination of these 2 on the battlefield and then any other 2, you know, of these ones, you're just going to keep making the energy counters. It's not like, you know, combo as in turn 2, turn 3, like modern combos, you win outright. This is a, you know, more of a late game combo, but you can turn, I think it's turn, you know, turn 5 or something like that. You know, if you can, you know, the ideal hand is, the best hand he said would be turn 2 Module, Saheeli, open for maybe a Galvanic Bombardment. Then you get your turn 4 Panharmonicon, then the Whirler. If you can manage then to leave up, you know, later afters before you combo out, leave up the mana to bounce it, all well and good. But obviously, like he said, the later in the game, the easier it is to protect your creatures, bouncing everything with the module. But it is very hard to beat, guys. Unless you've got, you know, a lot of artifact removal. You know, you're not going to... Maybe in this meta you are going to main... what's it called? Fragments. You know the one I mean. Destroy target artifact, mana cost 4 or less. But this deck is really, really good. And what's more about it, it's absolutely fun. I had such fun getting beat by this deck. You know, it was really, really good. You know, I've actually made this deck on MTGO now just so I can get some quick practice in. So you'll probably see some games of it as well. My record so far is 6-2 with it. So you can understand it is a good deck. The deck I lost to a couple of times was the same deck, which was Blue-White Flash. But, you know, I had pretty bad draws, and that's just another very, very good deck. But I think there is ways to combat it. So let's have a quick look at the sideboard. The sideboard is, we run some Transgress the Mind. Just get that back in focus. Battery's running a bit light. We've got Radiant Flames as well. Ceremonious Rejection, counters target colour spell. Probably need that in every sideboard at the moment. Negates, a bit more protection for us. Summary Dismissals, exile all other spells and counters all abilities. Fevered Visions, I've found that, you know, once I've been sideboarding this in a lot and winning games with this, changing the plan completely for me and then going to Fevered Visions routes. You know, they're coming in expecting to kill those artifacts. And Fevered Visions is, you know, it's great against obviously control. You can bang Planeswalkers with it. It's just really good. And then he has like a one of, I think it's one of or two of, Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Helps with mana, speeds you up with mana, exile top card, you know, it's got all the abilities. But this is just a sideboard card for a different plan in case you want to change his plan. The only plan I saw on game day where he was just making loads and loads of Thopters and they're just absolutely killing me with them. Absolutely hilarious. I was playing my blue-white Panharmonicon deck, guys, that did perform okay. But this deck is really good. If you're into a bit of combo and you want to play a bit of combo in Standard, dig these cards out if you've got them, put it together and try and make it work. The first time you do it, you absolutely love it. You know, it's absolutely hilarious. And our opponents, you know, some opponents get a bit salty, but the ones I found online, someone's like, I see what you're doing now. But anyway, guys, hope you like this deck tech. Seen Ben's Panharmonicon Whirler Virtuoso Decoction Module combo deck. Thanks to Ben for letting me showcase this, and obviously thanks to Andrew as well for tweaking the deck so it managed to beat me. It probably would have beat me anyway. Anyway, guys, enjoy this deck. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks a lot.